Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I am here with Fairy Tail, A Hundred Years Quest, episode number 12 reaction. So the previous episode, the battles continued, the individual battles. We had Natsu facing Wraith, and Wraith kind of, took Natsu's spirit out of his body, and Natsu kind of went to his own version of heaven, like in his head, where he met Zeref, Mavis, Igneel, all of them. Obviously, that's not heaven, but that's how Natsu sees heaven as. So it's like a part of his own brain. Which kind of proved that he has forgiven Zeref, I know, and he expects all of them to live, in heaven, to go to heaven. And, nobody knows where they are, but in Natsu's head, at least that's how he sees the whole thing. Yeah, and then he was able to come out, and Natsu went into spirit form himself, and now Natsu is going to fight Wraith. So that's what's going on. And while all of this is going on, we had the whole Wendy situation as well. Wendy's kind of in a pinch over there. What's his name? Lucy. Lucy was fighting against, like Lizana and all of them, and she was able to stop Lizana from almost taking control of her mind by using Capricorn, wasn't it? Yeah, sunglasses, and also Laxus has completely defeated Kiria, and that is where it ended. So let's see what happens today. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Yeah, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. What dragon? Yeah. Okay, you go back. Rolling away. Wow. She reminds me of that Pokemon that uses, like a roll. Oh god. No. He's gotten. Oh, wait. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, one of them is gone. Oh boy. Oh yeah, there's the second one, yeah. Yo, Eldron is just chilling. Or maybe he's just sleeping. Yes, he's sleeping, yeah. Hmm. Card in the hand. Yep. Well, I guess in a way you can, like, the Diablos doesn't want that. So in a way, yeah. Yeah. In no way is she defeating Luxus. Wow. Bro. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh yeah, her past. Jalal knows it. Jalal was there. I, she's gonna smack him. I can see that happening. Knock him out. Here we go. What? Oh, she's gonna tie him up with that. Yep. There you go. Yeah. All right, leave him over here. Oh boy. Oh yeah, he took over Makarov. Bro. Oh god. Yeah. I was gonna say, isn't he a spirit? Hot phone. What? Oh, I guess that makes sense because he is also connecting with him. Yeah, he did that. He's like, bro, this guy's kind of crazy. Yeah, that's also another thing. Why is his synchronization rate so high? Yeah, he has. Yeah. Heart condition? Blood related? Yeah, how? That is. This is not even listening to him. Right. Oh god. Yeah, this is not good. Oh, nice. But yeah. Damn. I love how Nasu doesn't care, he just punches everyone up, beat his friends or whatever. Oh god. Yeah, he has like eye bags and everything. He's like, what the? What the hell is this? Yajima. Oh, this. Yeah, they're the those guys. Quattro Saber. Okay. Yeah, Bob. Rob. Okay. This is Makarov. I recognized Makarov. Oh, this is Polius. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, here we go. This is him. Oh my god, this freaking. Oh damn. Yeah. So, but how are they blood related then? Did they try to infuse Makarov's blood with him or something? Oh no, he knows him. Okay, okay, wait, wait, wait. Oh, he was part of the guild. Right. Oh, that. Yep, there you go. I guess. Okay, so that makes sense why her synchro rate is so high. They're not really blood related, but yeah, there you go. So I'm guessing going into Makarov probably made him remember all of this because technically Makarov also has the memories. So since he synced with him, he remembered it from Makarov's memory. So I'm guessing he still has the mark. Yeah, he's passing away because he got his closure. Hmm. Yeah, you just leave him over there. Okay. What do we have here? Hmm. What the? This is Kana. Oh my god, he's drunk. Yeah, Lucy needs her to. I don't think you should underestimate her like that. She's technically Gildart's daughter. The whole drunken, what do you call it? Drunken fist? Oh, great. I knew she was going to use it, obviously. Like, what was it called? I forgot the name. Flare Glitter, yeah. Yeah? Right, she's so drunk. She. Oh no, Lucy did that. Yeah. Wait, why is blue outside? What the hell? Oh, I see. The only ability. Yeah. What? You think? Oh, the cards. The tar. Okay, okay. What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, true. Okay, that's a good plan. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Or at least we can keep them over here until we can. So first we should lock in Kana, maybe? Yeah? Yeah. What the hell? Oh no. What? What? Which is? Okay. So is she so no, she's not sober. Did she not get hypnotized? It's probably she's drunk. True. She never got hypnotized. She was probably drunk to so drunk that he didn't get hypnotized. Yeah. She was so drunk she never got hypnotized. It was just mm, okay. Right. Here we go. Bruh. Yep, and she was I knew she was gonna do this. Like cut her strength, but I feel like Rakshas is still stronger. Still stronger than her. His concept of strength is completely different. Oh, he didn't think of himself as strong. That is crazy. So he doesn't think of himself as strong. So his strength doesn't exist. Hmm. That's why Izza got affected. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Oh, he's gone. Hmm. Oh my God, the sound effects. She's gonna do. Damn. Oh my God. Damn, Spider-Man. What the hell? Yeah. I eat chewing gum. I guess the sticky nature of his web or whatever the hell that is. Oh damn. Well, hmm. Oh, Lisana. Where's the other two? Yeah. They're fighting those two. Yeah. Okay. Right. Oh no, here we go. Oh, it's just here. Nice. Oh, there's versus Axis. Yeah. Like she says, like her combination with Elsa was bad because he doesn't have any concept of strength. I guess this is the first time we are seeing Elsa fighting Laxus, isn't it? I guess she did fight him back in season 1. Yeah. Yeah, that's your logic? There's some deduction. Jalal, no. Right. What? Oh, this is. Oh no, this is Toka. Or, yeah. Who is it now? Is it Toka or is it the White Mage? Who knocked her out? That's crazy. Yeah. Bruh. No, she also has a guild mark. Okay, so this is Toka now. This is not the White Mage. Or maybe she's acting? I'm not really sure. It is possible this is a White Mage and she's just acting. Maybe to, like lower Natsu's guard and then take his power. This is a new. The song is it's the same, but the words are different. And that was today's episode. Okay, today we had the battles are still continuing, and the major part of today's episode was basically the whole Wraith's backstory part, where we got to know who Wraith actually was. He was part of Fairy Tail back in Makarov's time, and that is why the synchro rate was so high. And yeah, also we had Lucy's idea, which was basically using the cars to trap everyone so that they can keep them safe unless and until they can break the hypnosis. And turns out Kana was just drunk. Her power didn't get taken away. That was funny. Yeah, and not only that, Erza will be fighting against Laxus, and it's interesting because, as Kiria said, Laxus's way of looking at strength is something very different. Like, he considers himself weak, which is why he doesn't have like a sense of strength, which makes it impossible for Kiria to cut his strength because he doesn't have that. However, in that weakness, he has power, or he has strength, which is, like related to, I guess, his guild. So it's a very interesting thing because, as Kiria said, it is in itself such a paradox. Like, he doesn't have a sense of strength, but at the same time, that is what brings him strength. So that is why it was difficult for, or not difficult, but outright impossible for Kiria to do anything to Laxus, because at the end of the day, Laxus is way stronger than Kiria. Erza is way stronger than Kiria. The only reason why Erza was defeated by Kiria was because of that whole thing that she pulled, that whole strength cutting thing that she did. For Erza, who looks at strength in a very straightforward manner, it was very effective because she literally cut off his strength. However, against Laxus, who doesn't see strength in that sense, it didn't work. So, Laxus was able to defeat Kiria that easily. The main reason behind it is obviously because of the fact that his way of looking at strength is so different. Doesn't really mean that Erza is weaker than Laxus or vice versa. However, I still think that Erza is not strong enough to go against Laxus at full strength. This situation, however, I think Erza might be able to defeat Laxus or at least stop him, because if you think about it, Laxus isn't really in his own self. He's being hypnotized, and unless and until Laxus or any type of character here is giving out their all, their strength will be lower than how that is. So I'm assuming, or I'm thinking, Laxus' strength is probably lesser than what it was if he wouldn't have been hypnotized. If he was like normal, if he wasn't hypnotized, he probably would have been way stronger than Erza. But since he's currently under hypnosis, I don't know, maybe that will act as a little help for Erza for being able to defeat Laxus, because even though they say like Laxus, Erza, Gildars, they're like the strongest one in the guild, Mira Jane, like I still think, like, obviously Gildars is the strongest, and I'd probably put Makarov after Gildars. Then I'd put Laxus after Gildars, not Makarov. Yeah, so yeah, the strongest I think is Gildars. Then I'm going to put Laxus, the second strongest in the guild. At least that's how I see it. Then I'd probably put Mr. Gun. Then maybe Makarov, but now currently Makarov is not in his prime, so I'd probably put Makarov even lower. So yeah, so I'd put Gildars, then Laxus, then Mr. Gun, and Erza. Then I'd probably put Mira Jane maybe, and then Makarov. I'm not really sure, because if Makarov was back in his prime, he probably would have been way stronger. But now he's not. After going through that life and death situation, he's not, probably not the same anymore, or who knows. So I would probably rank the rankings like this, and I'm not really including Natsu Grey because they're like a completely separate entity. I'm not even including them because, like, I'd probably put Natsu and Grey in somewhere similar to Erza's position of strength wise. So I'm not including them. So I'm just talking about Erza and that other group, the stronger characters in Fairy Tail, if you remember back when we started. So it would probably be like that. So in that sense, I think, at least I think, like Laxus is like the second strongest in the guild after Gildarts probably. But that's just how I see it. Maybe I'm wrong. But full if they go all out, I feel like Laxus is easily, not easily, but Laxus would be defeating Elsa. At least that's how I see it. But since he is under control or whatever, there is a possibility Elsa will be able to defeat Laxus. But we'll see. Either way, yeah, that was that. Because it's crazy, like, like I remember Laxus, every single time when Laxus comes in this show, he just dominates everything. I remember which episode was it in the first season, um there was like a, if you remember, there was like an arc where everyone was getting poisoned or whatever. I don't exactly remember which arc it was, but I remember Laxus coming in and just taking it and just nothing happening, and he just completely demolishing everything. Like, that's why, like, I know, I feel like Laxus is like way crazy than we, like, realize. He's way stronger than we realize. Like, so I feel like Laxus is probably, in my head, he's like the second strongest. But Erza's also, gotten stronger. So we'll see. Right. Yeah, and yeah, that was today's episode, I guess. And that part was kind of funny where Elsa tricks Jalal into taking out her restraints and then literally tying him up. Oh my god, that was funny. Right. And oh, and then also finally the ending scene where Toka's there, and Toka's like, now we don't know who that is. Like I said, it seems like it's Toka, but there's a possibility it's the white mage, and she's just messing with him to lower his guard so she could take control of his power or something. We'll see next episode. I think I mentioned this while reacting. It's so funny because Nasu literally doesn't care. He punched up Happy when Wraith was controlling him. Then he punched up Makarov, and now he's ready to punch up Toka. He literally doesn't care. I was thinking at least he's going to hesitate or something, like, like while fighting Makarov, and be like, oh, this is Gramps we're talking about, and but no, he just went out. Yeah. Oh my god. Right, and he's like, he's ready to even punch up someone unconscious, like Toka. She was unconscious, and he's like, yeah, you know what? Everything is fair. Like, she attacked her, so I'm going to punch her up while she's unconscious. Yo, that would be crazy. Oh boy. But yeah, there you go. That was today's episode. Right. Yeah, that was that. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, we get to see Wendy struggling with this freaking guy. I don't know his name. This cocoon guy. And the cocoon guy is kind of, like a little bit of a child, has a little bit of childish kind of, he's kind of, he's like getting entertained seeing Wendy trying to, like, run and everything. And he's like, oh, what dragon are you? And Wendy's like, I'm a sky dragon slayer. And he's like, no, you're not a sky dragon slayer, you're a cocoon dragon slayer. Right. Anyways, he destroys the orb very easily because Wendy was captured at that time. And there you go. So 2 orbs have been broken. Now he's off on his way to deal with the third cocoon. Now, if you see here, you'll see Toka, or the white mage, was actually outside at this point. Like, at this point we see, like, the white mage outside, and she's the one who said, like, oh, that's the second orb. So that means from that point to the final section, what happened that now suddenly she is like all knocked out in the near the middle orb, and at least it seems like it, that Toka's in control now. What happened? Who knocked her unconscious? Like, what happened there? That's my question. We'll see next episode. And yeah, so that's the first thing that happened. So Wendy is now like, I need to stop him. Also, the next scene we see Kiria fighting Laxus, and Laxus is like, Kiria's like, you know what? Why are we fighting again? Like, you know, we're supposed to be breaking the orc. So even though our goals are different, you know, like what it involves is something common that both of us have to do. That is destroy the orb. So why are we fighting? Our goal is the same. At which Laxus is like, you tell me. You're the one who started attacking me. So you know. And Kiria then says like, oh, it's because I want to, you know, eat you. Right. And then we move on to Erza's like section where Jilal has literally tied up Erza to a tree. And here Elsa was like, oh, this, like, you know, like makes me uncomfortable, because I guess it makes sense, because you know Elsa's past, the whole situation with that whole thing where, you know, she was treated like that. And Jalal was also there. If you So Jalal also knows what Erza is talking about. So Jalal realized, and Jalal's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. And he takes out the restraints. And then Erza's like, Erza takes out her Sarashi and ties him up. Oh, that was funny. And Jalal's pretty happy with that. So Erza's like, you know what? You stay there. Jalal is probably the most goofiest out of everyone in when he's hypnotized. Like, bro, what? And he's also probably the easiest one to defeat. Obviously, if he's fighting against Elsa. If someone else, it probably would have been more difficult. But since his opponent is Elsa, this is the easiest fight out of all. Right. Anyways, so Elsa's like, now I need to deal with Laxas, because, you know, technically he's the bigger threat here. Now, next we get to see the whole Makarov thing, where Makarov has been synchronized with Wraith. Wraith is kind of curious. Wraith is like, why is the synchro rate so high? Like, what is happening? Where he kind of thinks, like, oh, it's like, is it like the third condition where we're supposed to be blood relatives? Now, I did think this in the previous episode, but I was thinking, like, how can, like, what blood relative? Like, you know, Makarov and Wraith, like, how is that even possible? You know, so anyways, like, Wraith kind of thinks about that, but either way, since the synchro rate is so high, he could easily use Makarov's power and was able to deal quite a lot of damage to Natsu. But then Natsu, this is Natsu we're talking about, so he was able to overcome that. And yeah, he defeated Makarov, which is where, I guess this is the part where Wraith, since the synchro rate is so high, the memories from Makarov probably get transferred into Wraith's head as well, and he remembered their past, both of their past. Okay, so this is where we see the previous fate, not previous fatal, but fatal back when Makarov was young. So okay, so we see these characters here. Now, I've forgotten most of them, but I do recognize a few of them. Okay, let me read their names. Just a minute. Okay, Yajima, obviously I remember Yajima. Now restaurant owner, that dude. So, okay, so I don't remember if they mentioned this in Fairy Tail, like the previous season. The first Fairy Tail. But they were all part of Fairy Tail, I guess. So I'm guessing they probably mentioned this. I've just forgotten since it's been so long. Then we have Goldmine. Now Quattrosei versus Guildmaster. Yeah, I remember him. Damn, it's crazy. Like, all of them started from Fairy Tail and they all branched out. Then we have Bob. Obviously now Blue Pegasus is Guildmaster. We all know Bob. And Rob as well. Who's Rob? Wait a minute. I'm guessing, yeah, oh, he does say, I'm thinking of going independent myself. Yeah, and then obviously we have Makarov. And then we have Polyushka. Right, we all know Polyushka, and, you know, like, she's the, I think she, as far as I can remember, she's like the um what was his name? Edulus, yeah, Edulus version of Sky Dragon, and that's why Wendy felt so much of amount of like familiarity with her. Yeah, yeah, I remember that. God damn, it's been so long. I've watched Fairy Tail. Like all these like information, like I remember them, but I don't remember the details. I remember like Wendy saying, like like, oh, I smell a lot of, what was her name? Wendy's dragon, Grandine or something like that. Wait a minute, just a minute. Something like that was her name, wasn't it? Um, Dragon Slayer. Oh my god, this is gonna bother me. Grandine, yeah, yep, that's correct. Grandine. So yeah, Grandine. She was the Adulus's version of Grandine, I think, like something like that. So yeah, so I remember, and that's why here you can see she multiple times Polishka was saying like, "Oh, you humans" or something like that. She was saying. So there you go. Anyways, so that was that, and so they were all like kind of talking and like squabbling with each other. This is where oh, we also meet this freaking guy. What's his name? Presht. Yeah, this guy, ex Fairy Tail Guildmaster. And then we get to see Wraith got attacked by a swarm of monsters, and yeah, Wraith was almost like or not was almost, but was dying at that time. Polishka tried to help him, but she couldn't. Like it was too late. That is where, yeah, they said goodbye, and we got to know that Wraith was part of Fairy Tail. So that is why Wraith says like, oh, so that's why it's not really blood, but it's our bond as teammates, as family, which made me synchronize so much with Makarov. And I'm guessing Makarov also probably let him control him, probably because of that. Maybe he realized it. Anyways, and yeah, Wraith comes out, and immediately after that, obviously Wraith realized what's going on, and Wraith is like, yeah, like, you know what, it's fine. Since we are family, I shouldn't be fighting Natsu as well. And now that he has finally gotten closer, he's passing away now, and Makarov like calls for his name and says goodbye to him. Either way, Natsu has no clue what the hell happened, so Natsu's like, you know what, let me just go back, and he goes back into his body, and there you go. That is another person defeated. So okay, we actually like completely defeated one character from the Diablos, which is Wraith. Okay, like he's passed on, so he's not coming back anymore, I'm guessing. Right, and then next we get to see Gray and Juvia over there has tied up those three, and Kana is now here, and like the Gray thought Kana's actually under control, but Kana's just drunk. So Gray tries to come and attack Kana, but Kana just dodges it and uses fairy glitter. But before she's able to do that, Lucy comes in, uses Aris's power, and stops her midway. And this is where we get to see Lucy's plan. So basically, Lucy's plan is using the cards, the magic cards that Kana has, to trap them. I remember she used this card so many times before. Yeah, in season 1 as well. A lot of the times she used it. I remember she also used it to when she was like being blackmailed or something. There was an episode like that. By what I don't exactly remember which arc it was, but there was an arc when she was being blackmailed to use the card and something like that. I don't remember. Anyways, but yeah, so Lucy gets the card, and Lucy says since she's also a wizard, like a holder type wizard, she can use it as well. So obviously Lucy first tries to trap Kana in it, but it counters it, and Lucy gets trapped in it. And Lucy's like, what the hell, is this some kind of a counter trap? But Kana wakes up, and Kana's like, no, and those cards are indeed commercially available ones that can be used by anyone. But to trap a person in it, you need to know the trick. So you cannot really use it like that. So anyone can use it, but doesn't mean that anyone can use it. Basically, kind of like that. Like, yeah, anyone can use it, but they, unless and until they know the proper way to do it, they won't be able to use it. Basically that. Yeah, so kind of like brings Lucy out and traps the other three. So obviously everyone's confused. They're like, wait, what? Like, weren't your like, aren't your magic like sealed or something? Like, what's happening? Did it break the hypnosis? No. Even if they break the hypnosis, the magic would be sealed. So turns out, okay, this is where Kana realizes. She's like, what the hell? What is this dress I'm wearing? Okay, so Lucy says, could it be that she wasn't under hypnosis at all because she was drunk? Yeah, so the fairy glitter she used was just because she was drunk. Yeah, so she was so drunk she didn't get hypnotized. Which actually makes sense, you know. Like when you're drunk, like I don't think you can get hypnotized. Like, you know, you're not in your right mind from the beginning. Anyways, that's a good like, you know, like asset now, Kana, because now she can help us you know, like keep everyone in that card and help them out. Either way, so yeah, we have a good way to stop everyone now. We need to knock them out and just seal them inside the card. Either way, after that we get to see Laxus fighting against Kiria. Now obviously we all know what Kiria is going to do. Kiria uses her power to cut Laxus's strength. Laxus is like, what is that? Strength? I don't have any strength. I'm weak. Here we go. He says, my strength. Sorry, lady, I have no such thing. Yeah, I'm in the guild because I'm weak. But I don't think that's a bad thing. Yeah, so like I said, his version of strength is very interesting. So basically, as Kiria explains later, where is that part? A man with a weakness in his heart while possessing such strength. So, you know, he doesn't consider himself strong. More so, he considers himself weak. But that is what gives him strength, I guess, in a sense. So it's kind of, I guess you could say, like paradoxical, counter, you know. Yeah. Either way, that was that. And now we have Wendy trying to help Carla, but Carla's like, Wendy, go ahead and try to stop that dude. He's going to break the other orbs as well. So Wendy goes out and she's like trying to catch up with this cocoon guy, whatever his name is. And the cocoon guy is like, bro, like, why are you bothering me? And then he eats chewing gum and completely swallows it. That is crazy. Like, imagine chewing gum and then swallowing it. Oh boy. And I guess that's how he kind of makes his, I don't know, like his cocoon or whatever, maybe makes it sticky. I have no idea, but it's probably that. Either way, while all of this is happening, we have Gray and all of them going forward and like sealing everyone. They find Lizana as well. They see Lizana as well. But now they're like, what should we do with Mira Jane and them? They're fighting those Diablos members. You know, like what should we do with them? While we have Erza come in and confront Laxus, while Natsu goes and tries to go to the middle like orb, because you know Natsu's logic, the main or the strongest villain will be over there in the middle one. In a way, I think that is a good enough logic, because I can see that, you know, the strongest character being in the very middle of everything. You know, I can see that. So it wasn't really a very bad like guess by Natsu, because he's right. He goes there and he finds Toka over there knocked out and the orb literally in front of him. Now this is what I don't know. I feel like this is a play. Like when Natsu tries to wake him up and she wakes up, we see her kind of hug Natsu and be like, oh, Natsu-sama. So it seems like it is Toka, but there's a big possibility that is actually the white mage. She's acting like this to lower Natsu's guard and then take over his powers. Also, it's very suspicious. In front of the orb, she's just lying there unconscious. Why? Like, what? This seems like a trap. Like, as if she was deliberately laying there like that to make people, like, fall into that trap and see what's going on, and that's how she's going to entrap them. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm being too paranoid. Maybe that is actually Toka, for now at least. But who knows? Like, I have no idea. Either way, for Natsu here, you can see Natsu's like, oh, she attacked my guild mates. I'm going to attack her as well. So he tries to punch her even though she was like unconscious. But at the nick of time, she wakes up and she's like, oh, Natsu-sama, and she's like hugs him, and that's where it ended. Right. So let's wait and see what happens next episode. Is that really Toka, or is that the white mage trying to trap Natsu by lowering his guard? We'll see. Either way, yeah, that was today's episode. Yeah, thanks for watching. This was my reaction to episode 12 of Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Fairy Tail. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.